Hi, my name is Borat. The beast has been unleashed. Today, with the eyes inside your head, you're going to be watching a standoff hardpoint gameplay. This is a competitive match in 4v4 versus a pro team called Icons Black. This is when I was running with Heroes, Luke, and Assault. We somehow didn't manage to make this team work. But you're not watching my perspective. You're actually watching Luke's perspective. I did not do too good on this map. This is my first game in about 5 days. So I really didn't do too well. But all my other teammates did pretty good, and we actually won. So I figured, well, why not give them a spotlight, because they actually performed and I did not. So throughout this gameplay, you would not really be watching my perspective, but you'd be watching all four of our perspective for about 2 minutes each. And at the end, my master physics goes off, so I'm going to be spectating him. But the gameplay is really not what I want to talk to you guys about. So what I want to talk to you guys about, as you can read in the title, I want to know what is the worst thing that you had to do in life, and have you ever lost somebody you cared about? The reason I chose to talk about this topic was because I was in a party with two of my friends that I've met over Xbox, and I've actually known for some time. There was people who actually had my number that I actually consider my friends, and we were just talking about like times we had, like hard times we had growing up. And one of my friends lost his mom, and another one of my friends lost his dad. It's just like everybody has lost something in life. Most of you who know me or who grew up to know me know I'm adopted. My parents signed away their parental rights, which basically means that my parents have no parental rights to me at all. My legal guardian is my grandma. She is the person on my birth certificate. My parents aren't even on my birth certificate anymore, because on my new birth certificate. They're on the main one. But yeah, they signed their parental rights away for some reason. I don't know why. I really never asked them, but even though I should have, I don't know. I just really, it kind of hurt me a lot. I just didn't even want to know. But yeah, they signed away their parental rights, and I was gonna be put in a foster home. But my grandma luckily didn't want to see that happen, so she adopted me. I can't thank her enough for that. If she didn't adopt me, I have no idea of where I would be or what I would be doing or anything, or if I would be the person who I am today if I was in a foster home. So I thank her for that, and I've been living with her ever since. I first found out when I was adopted when I was like 7. I was adopted ever since I was born, but I was too young to really remember the other ages. So I just remember from when I was 7. But so yeah, I never really had a male figure until my great granddad came into my life. He was always there when I was born. He was my male figure. My dad was never really there. Like I said, I was adopted. So my dad didn't come around until he knew that I started playing football, and that's when he came around. But I mean, you can't miss something that you didn't have. So my great granddad, he was there for me. He's the one that got me into football. My great granddad was my grandma's dad. I didn't really know my dad's side of the family, so it was from my mom's side, and she was never there. But it was basically my grandma's dad. He was the only male figure I ever had in my life, but besides my uncle. But he already had kids, so he could only do so much. Now, my great granddad had passed away when I was in 8th grade. It was one of the most hurtful times I've ever been through in my life, because I was still at a very young age, and it was before I even started playing football. So he never got to see me play, or he never got to see me graduate from high school or even 8th grade. He did see me graduate from 6th grade, so I'm glad he was there for that. And yeah, it was a sad time. It was the first time I ever saw my grandma cry, and I really didn't know what to really expect. I really know what was going on, because I didn't know why she was really crying like that. It was to the point that she was at his house, and she was just standing in the middle of the rug, just crying, just looking around. I didn't know what was going on. So I was asking her, what are you doing? And she's like, I didn't understand. I was still young. Like I said, I was only in the 8th grade, guys. And he was the only male figure I had, and I lost him before I was even old enough to do anything. So it was pretty rough, but I mean, I managed to come over it, and I carry him around everywhere I go. If you don't know, I have his name tattooed on my left arm, and I also have a dog tag with his picture on it as well. And that's just because I consider him as my good luck charm. So I just want to bring him with me everywhere I go, just to give me good luck. I also have my grandma's name tattooed on my right arm. I have her dog chain too. Those are, I consider my grandma and my great granddad, my mother and my dad, just because the other two who actually my parents didn't never play their role like they were supposed to. But I really can't complain. I mean, I really could care less. I mean, cause that's their fault for not wanting to be in their son's life. I mean, I did not do anything wrong to them. I did not ask them to come in this world. Because they made me, and besides the fact that they made me by accident, kind of hurts too. I mean, I was just another true accident kid. Like they didn't, like they have no relationship with each other, and like it was pretty bad. That my dad had a girlfriend, which is my sister. Me and my sister are about 7 years apart. My dad had a girlfriend and cheated on her with my mom and made me. I'm older than my sister by 6 months, and then like later on, like they end up having her. So my dad basically cheated, and that's how he made me. And I guess his girlfriend still wanted to be with him for some reason, and they made a kid. My birthday is in May, and my sister's birthday is in January. But that was pretty much just the part of it of living somewhere you care about. I want to know if any of you guys have ever like been in a predicament like me. If you have, just please comment, please in the comments below, say if you lost somebody and how you overcame that. Actually, when I lost my great granddad, I didn't really take it too well. I started doing a whole bunch of stuff that I really shouldn't did. Like I stole a couple times, and I guess like it was just, like I don't know. I looked at I looked at a lot of things really different in a bad way, which I shouldn't have. But I'm older now, so I know right from wrong. And like I said, when that happened, I was still relatively young. I was only like 13 or 14, but I still should have known better that stealing was not something that I should be doing. But anyways, and comments below, like, tell me if you lost somebody, and if you did, how did you overcome that? I just want to know how everybody tries to overcome like losing a loved one, because I didn't. Like I just told you, I didn't take mine as well. Now, next thing I want to talk to you guys about is what was the hardest thing that you had to do in life? My hardest thing I probably had to do in my life so far was probably when I went away to school. I go to Akron University, so it's in Ohio. It's a different state. So the hardest thing I probably had to do was say goodbye to my grandma for 5 months, knowing that I won't be in the same house with her. I won't be able to watch over her. Like I don't know if something could happen, or if the house could get robbed or anything. Like that was like really hard to me. Like just like, and plus like seeing her cry again when I left, like it was just kind of sad. I mean, that we still talked and stuff, but it was really hard just really just saying bye for a couple months. I mean, knowing that I would only come home like maybe like 4 times, like 4 or 5 times, like the whole time I was gone for like a 4 or 5 month period. I mean, but it was well needed. Like if you go away to school to another state, like it gives you like a better, faster way of manhood. Like it shows you how to know how to take care of yourself quicker. But I mean, it eventually paid off. So I was actually kind of glad I went to school. Now, the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is what do you guys plan to do in your future life plans in your gaming career. Now, the reason I've gamed and the reason I haven't quit yet is because once I started something, I want to finish it. And what I started gaming was to become the best and to place pro. Now, I'm not going to quit until I hopefully reach that, or I just get too old. But it will be hopefully because I place pro. Then if I ever do decide to quit, it won't be before I do either or. Before I get too old, I feel like, or before I place pro. Now, in the comments below, tell me what do you expect to get out of gaming? Are you just a YouTuber? Or are you looking to be as big as like a Woody's gamer tag? Or are you a sniper only and you expect to get as big as like FaZe Pomage? What do you guys want to do with your gaming career? I mean, most of you know I'm a Doom sniper. I don't expect to get as big as FaZe Pomage. I just expect to get big enough to grow my channel a lot, and just to be able to have a stable gaming career. Now, this is the end of the commentary. I hope you guys were watching. Hey, let's go fucking there.